I've had it! We're back in the peanut field. I wish I could tell you that we were picking peanuts today, but we're not, because from the last video you guys saw, we got 2.7 inches of rain from Hurricane Francis or Francine, whatever it was. Anyways, it's super wet. The sun hasn't really shined at all. It's trying to peek out a little bit, but for the most part, it's been nothing but cloudy days since we got these peanuts plowed up. We've got 90 acres left to pick in this field. Hopefully the sun pops out. If it just gives us 2 good days of sunshine, we could get in here, get them done. But anyways, Jeff should be over there now working on his peanut picker, getting it ready to roll. So when the sun does pop out, we're ready to go pick some peanuts.
Well guys, we won't be picking no peanuts today. Hurricane Francine that hit Louisiana dumped several inches of rain on us. So we're just gonna come out here and clean the mud off this picker. New chain.
Oh, this is the new one?
Yeah, this is the new chain, so kind of stretched a little bit.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, so the left side of the picker is good. The belts are tight. The chains that were loose, we tightened up. And we're gonna hop over to the right side and check it out real quick.
Why'd you hit it? Could break it.
No, it's a modest, it don't.
That's true. It was that one. You know what I'm saying?
Fell apart.
Just kidding. Oh, I just saved your life, buddy.
Thank you.
That door was about to hit you.
Unfortunately, my air compressor quit, or it's just not putting out like it should. So I would blow all this off, but I can't. So I'm just gonna kind of knock off what I can.
While Jeff is cleaning that off, I'll share a quick story with you. So we got this 2110, and first year was what, 2020 picking with it, Jeff? 2019?
Yeah,
anyway.
19, because 18 was my first year.
Yep. So we're out in the field picking, and something happened with this belt, and it is a twist belt, and it took a good 2 hours or more to figure out how this belt goes on, because there's a certain twist in it you got to put in there to make it fit properly.
What brought that on was I opened it up and I seen the twist in it, and I'm like, that's not right, this belt's bad.
Mm-hmm.
So we went and bought the new belt.
And then come to find out it was supposed to have it.
It's supposed to have this twist.
I thought something happened. We had to put the belt back on or something. I don't remember, but you notice like right there, it's got a twist, but it's supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
Good, perfect, wonderful. I already checked those, they're good.
All right, let's move further down then.
Yep. There it is. All right, so this is the main belt on this picker. It's what, a 4-groove belt, and it's pretty much what runs everything. And if it gets loose, you will make one heck of a mess.
All right, that's good and tight. So last thing we got to do is get the basket lifted up and look inside, see what it looks like.
And I can go ahead and tell you, inside of this basket's probably gonna be a disaster. When you pick wet, tough peanuts, it just makes a mess inside the basket, or inside the picker. Here she goes. Got all the water pouring out.
Oh my gosh.
What's up there?
A dead cow.
Just kidding. There's it's actually not too bad. We got all the peanuts and the trash knocked down, so now we'll turn on the PTO and run it through the machine. Alright, we ran the picker for a minute. Now we're gonna dump the little bit of peanuts that's in here because they possibly could be ruined in Seg 3 and You don't want that little bit of peanuts to mess everything up. And next on the list is to put some oil on the chains. Oil. Put grease, lube, chain oil, oil. Just southern redneck accent just comes out of you.
Alright, so we're about to oil these chains.
Oil. Yes. Oil the chains.
Yeah, we're gonna oil the chains.
Yeah. All right. Let's do it.
All right. So we got the chains greased and the pickers all serviced up. Now the only thing we need now is a little bit of sunshine, the wind to keep blowing, and then we can get back to picking peanuts.
Sounds like a plan. Well, I got back to the barn and now it is raining. So this wasn't on the agenda. Oh Lord. Well, we got a huge rain. We're not sure how much we got. Some are saying 8 inches, some are saying 10 inches. Our gauge goes up to 6 and it was overflowing. Massive rain. Got an alert, a national flood warning. This is where we were supposed to be plowing up peanuts, and clearly that's not gonna happen today or tomorrow or the next, maybe the day after that. You ready to pick some peanuts today?
Yeah, right. Look out yonder.
Ouch.
I would love to pick peanuts today. We would have been picking today, but we got about 12 inches of rain this weekend.
Yeah, well, I mentioned earlier, I've heard 8, I've heard 10.
Yeah, 8 to 10.
Keeps climbing.
Somewhere in there. A lot.
It was a flood.
Close to a foot.
Yep.
Yeah, I've seen water on the way to work this morning. I've seen water in places I ain't seen water in years.
It is everywhere.
Yep.
What you about to do?
I'm gonna go around and check out our electrical stuff, make sure we didn't have anything struck by lightning that'll surprise us, and that way if we need to move a pivot to plow peanuts up or whatever, we can get it out of the way.
Yep. I don't think we'll be running them for water.
No.
I think the water's done for the year.
Won't be irrigating.
No.
But you still gotta be able to move them.
Yep, move them out of the way.
Run.
I'll walk up here and show you all the water here. This spot always drowns up, or drowns out, not up. I guess it could drown up. And this peanut field here is where we would go after we plowed up my house. So everywhere's wet. Good deal, Lucille. Looks like the pivot is walking. Kind of nervous walking around. Saturday, I killed about a 4.5 foot cottonmouth snake in my backyard. The kids were outside playing, started screaming, so I came out there. Of course, I killed it the first shot. Actually took 3. And then yesterday, my wife found a baby cottonmouth snake in the driveway. So we killed it. So I'm like, where are they? Gotta be careful out here. The snakes are moving, gotta be careful. So I just came to the peanut field where we need to be picking peanuts. Luckily, there was only just about 2 inches in the gauge here. So I'm not sure how accurate that is because all the roads leading up here were still holding quite a bit of water. But if we really did only get about 2 inches, that's really good news. We could probably pick here, shoot, maybe tomorrow if the sun pops out and get after it. All right, I'm here now at one of our cotton fields. Golly, stickers everywhere. Try not to get them all over me. So this field is literally right down the road from the peanut field that we need to be picking. So I'm gonna check this rain gauge and see how much we got here. And this cotton is just about ready to defoliate. And looks like, ooh, 5.5 inches in this one, so.
Hey everybody. Maybe the camera stay on this time. But I don't know what happened to it. Just turned it on and it cut right back off. But anyway, we're picking peanuts all day. We got a lot of rain. It's wet, but I came out here this morning when I was checking pivots to make sure lightning hadn't torn anything up. And come over here and I looked at these peanuts and I was like, man, nice look like they'll pick. So we picked about 50 foot right there and took some, got the moisture readings done on them. And surprisingly, the moisture was 16.9 on one sample and 17.6 I think on the other one. So what I'm gonna do here, hey boss.
Was my music too loud?
Yeah, I was trying to film.
New Day Seeker album.
Oh, I like it.
Fire.
But anyhow, what I was saying is, I noticed when I was pulling my sample, you know, my picker's still set like it was the other day when we were in them real green peanuts. And if you look back here in the back, you'll notice there's very little green material back here. Very little. The other day it was piles. Most of it is this brown stuff right here. Real lightweight. I don't see any peanuts hanging onto the vines. These are just picking them off the vines. But what I did notice in my sample was we had a few shelled peanuts right here. You can look down in there. There's not many, but there's a few shelled peanuts in here. And also there's just a little bit of small, like immature peanuts and small damp debris that's not blowing out. So what I'm gonna do, it's pretty easy fix on these all modest pickers. I don't have to make a lot of huge changes to get that little small stuff out of there. I'm gonna take my cleaning air, you can see right there, move it. I usually run mine around 5.5 to 6, but to get that little small stuff out, all we should have to do is probably go up to about 6.5 to 7. And because we were picking in such green stuff the other day, it was wrapping around the front cylinder. And this is your overhead teeth for the front cylinder. What that does, you've got your cylinder in there that's spinning, that's got teeth. And what these are is your teeth that you can back them out, or you can bring them in where they do this number. And that really tears stuff up, but it also busts peanuts. So what we're doing, we're just backing them out of the way where they won't contact at all. It's a little stiff. It's still got peanuts in it. Because I didn't clean it out when I stopped. Check it right there and see what it looks like, but I believe it's going to be pretty close.
We'll see.
What you think? You think I'm right on track?
Where is the sun? The sun was literally just shining bright.
It's over yonder somewhere. Those are. Over yonder, those are.
Well, I don't believe it, but we're gonna try picking peanuts.
Pouring in the basket. They giving me the thumbs up. That means we must have been pretty close.
I cannot believe it, but it's actually doing a really, really good job. The only thing I see wrong is it is chunking out a couple good peanuts here and there. So we should be able to make a small adjustment and get that fixed.
So I think this is either my 6th or 7th year. I don't know. Running this same picker. The advantage to that is it's kind of like riding a bicycle. You learn its little quirks. You've used the same one long enough that looking at conditions, you kind of have a pretty good idea of what you need to do. So a lot of times, now like this is odd conditions, but under normal conditions, most of the time I can pull in the field, walk out there, grab the peanuts and see how crunchy they are, lift them up, see if there's any green or moisture underneath them. Most of the time I get it pretty close the first try, if not dead on. But very seldom does it ever take me more than 2, at the most 3 tries to get everything where it's just picking like crazy. Now there are times, so you know, that nature and environment conditions will mess you up and there's just, you pull your hair out. But I've been really happy with the all modest picker now. It's just simple. It's easy to understand how it works. It's easy to figure out what you need to do. And once you get that baseline set, that very first time, unless something goes wrong, adjustments are minor usually. Now they're pretty drastic today. Like I say, we were picking some green peanuts the other day. They were so bad they were wrapping around the front cylinder, which means they were so tough the vines wouldn't break, so they were just wrapping. And generally that's pretty rough. Pretty rough. Go ahead.
It looks good. The only thing we could try to change is just chucking out a couple good peanuts every now and then.
Over the tailboard?
Correct.
Alright. They said we were blowing a few out the back, so we're going to turn our air down a little bit. Like I say, usually on this picker 5.5 to 6 usually perfect. So what's going to happen, I'll turn it down to keep from blowing peanuts out, but it's a catch-22 because the more I turn it down, the more of that little giblet trash we're going to have in there.
Yeah.
Now
it looks super clean going into the shooting them up.
Yeah.
I see the first one showing.
Okay. What about the little giblets, trash? Like this stuff like this right here.
Yeah.
There's a few shelled ones in there. Yeah, see, we still shelling a few. Well, it's clean.
It is very
I'm
clean.
blowing them out the back. Only thing to do is turn the cleaning air down, but stuff like that ain't coming out either.
I mean, it ain't bad.
Leave it like it is. Because if I turn it down, see, I didn't turn it up much. I had it on 5.5, and we're only on 6.
Yeah.
So if I back it back down to 5.5, we're gonna get a lot of that black stuff, that small, immature peanuts and crap. It's whatever you think.
Shits and giggles. Bump it down.
Bump it down and see. It's about 5.5 is normally where I run this one. I mean, right in there is just about good for any conditions you want and they're about. Alright, let's try it again. See where we at. Didn't look too bad. But you will have to show you what it looked like on Jim's camera. Because mine's planted on the windshield with super glue. Yeah, so I was blowing a few out the back, so we turned the cleaning air down just a little bit, but it's going to be interesting to see how much that small debris is leaving in there now. Which normally, if peanuts hadn't been rained on and been on the ground for 2 weeks, most of the time you don't have all that little small wet debris. Helps if you lock onto the road.
I'd leave it like that. I don't think we're gonna get her too much better than what she is.
I hate to end for. Hey, you might have to walk to this road beside me over there, but take your camera and lift some of those up and show them how wet they are underneath. Because won't nobody ever believe how wet these peanuts are.
And for.
Let me show you guys just how wet these peanuts are. This is not what you want to see. You looking good, Jeff. About the same as Keefe's.
I'll see that.
Okay, Jeff's picker looked just as good. Same issue, just spitting out a couple good peanuts. But we can't churn the air down too much because we never get them all in the basket. So we'll leave it where it's at.
Well, I'm excited to be back picking peanuts, but it's going to be short-lived because I counted the rows this morning and we probably got about 8 acres that I know we can pick today. But once we get over just a little bit over there, the peanuts change color where they were plowed up one day and then the next day. When we get to those, we're going to have to stop and check our moisture on them again. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we won't be picking those, but I could be wrong. I'm hoping I'm wrong. I would turn you off right there.
about this one trailer, and that's gonna be it. But I want you guys to do me a favor. Check out Randy's show. It's called Let's Get Nuts on Acres TV. He is the official brand ambassador for a brand new tractor brand called James Mooose. So that episode is out right now. It's free. Just search it. Let's Get Nuts is the name of the show on Acres TV. If you would check it out, it would mean a lot to him, and he told me to mention it. So we'll play a little bit of footage of that episode, and you guys really get a feel of the James Mooose 1000.
Nothing cuts loose like a James Mooose 1000.
Nothing cuts loose like a moose.
James Mooose, you guys are gonna believe it.
Nothing cuts loose like a moose.
Probably the most innovative piece of farm machinery since the moldboard plow.
This is a new tractor manufacturer that just is hitting the market.
Automatic traction boost. That just gets boost right to all 4 tires.
These guys, they mean business. They're gonna hit this market hard and fast.
As you can see, we've got all these outdated pieces of machinery here in the shop, and that's why we have teamed up with James Mooose, the most innovative machinery on the market today.
Nothing cuts loose like a moose.
If you don't believe that, you're a silly goose.
I'm super pumped. I'm super excited. We need something big like this on our farm.
Looks a lot like a John Deere to me.
Dude, no.
You're crazy. Look at this thing. This is the
Kyle,
furthest
this is a
thing.
brand new tractor.
This is the furthest thing from a John Deere. Okay? Who is this guy?
Kyle, just film. Thoroughly impressed, and I'm sure the viewer is impressed too. I can't wait to get out and test it out, especially the automatic traction boost. Test that thing out.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be a good time for sure.
If we could just get the camera back over this way.
Kyle, bring it over here.
Yeah. That looks exactly like
No. Kyle,
no!
Quit. Looks nothing. Mr. Owen.
Come on!
Oh yeah.
There we go.
I'm worried.
Woohoo! Yeah. Hey, cut the camera. Kyle, cut the camera, Kyle. Kyle, cut the camera
down.
You're not in tune with the moose.
Do you want to try to get it out?
No, it looks pretty stuck.
Let me call Keefy. He ain't gonna be hit. Oh, hey.
I'm right here.
Right
here.
Get the, well, you already know. I need to get you to pull me out.
Okay.
Gosh dang, Randy.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can get it with this or not.
I mean, it's lightweight. It's only 10,000 pounds.
What was it doing? Just wouldn't turn the tires?
It's stuck.
Why don't we try something? Why don't we try putting some good juice in it?
The beauty of this tractor is it can also run off methanol, C25,
Anything you put in it?
diesel fuel.
Nitro?
Yeah. Woo! Woo! Flying high. All right, and you're sure?
I'm pretty sure. What I thought they put motors in these things. I mean,
Oh, and we're good?
Yeah.
I mean that fuel's good for up to 17-to-1 compression.
How much? All of it?
Yeah, throw it in there.
Okay.
Give it the juice, Randy.
Nothing cuts loose like a James Mooose 1000. I said nothing cuts loose.
We're gonna have to pull it out with a Yankum rope.
It is hard to believe you're a farmer.
I am a farmer.
Hey, you gonna pull the weights off, doofus?
Well, where do you want me to hook it up at?
Hook it to the frames.
What you think about that? You good with that?
That's 50-50. That's about the only thing you got to hook to.
Yeah, it's not gonna take much. As soon as you give it the juice, she's coming loose.
Oh, absolutely. Also, did you know you can use the code FieldRose and save 10% at Yankum.com? Great quality, American-made ropes. Yanks anything out. Okay, check it out. That is it. The end of the video. Thanks for watching. Jesus loves you. Keep it in the field, Rose. See ya. Bye.
FarmFocus.com